Hey everybody, what is crack-a-lackin'? Somebody please give me a 5 for 5 in there before, uh, while I get started here. Um, so guys, we've had another X-Flare, and I just wanted to make sure you guys get all the information and everything. I know it's kind of a late stream, but it is a Friday night, so just kind of got home. We took a trip out of town for a minute with all my kids and stuff, and we go once a year and buy a Christmas ornament for each one of our kids, and when they turn 18, they get to take all the ornaments throughout their at least 18 ornaments with them when they move out. So that's what we did tonight, but that's why I'm here kind of late. Anyway, guys, listen. Another X-Flare. Look at this thing. This thing was an X4. Now, this is a good way to show everybody that just because you have a big X-Flare does not mean that you're going to have a big geomagnetic storm. They are really completely two separate things. Now, the chances of getting one is greater when you have a big X-Flare, and we'll dive more into that again today, and we'll go back over this solar storm also. Here is the CME from that X-Flare right about, it's going to be over here, right there. Did you see that? Obviously, it's going off that direction a little bit, but it does seem to have an Earth-directed component. And again, we'll go more into that here in just a few minutes. Let's try this. Let's download. I just downloaded this movie here so we can see the X-Flares right here. It should show up real quick like here. I had to re-download it because I didn't go back far enough. So hopefully this is it. Hopefully it'll show it. We'll see here in a minute. It showed it. It just doesn't look all that impressive yet. It went back far enough. So let's double check that real quick. Yeah, it should have caught it. It was on there. I'll just have to slow it down and show it to you guys. Now this is our magnetosphere right now. Just giving you a quick glance. Notice how the magnetic pressure is pretty much gone. So yeah, there you have that. And again, we'll go more into detail here in a minute. Here is another movie that I downloaded from Stereo A. This is HI2, and here's one comet. Here's the second one right up here. And we're going to look at the most recent imaging. See how it kind of slowed down? Because this thing is going to loop around the sun. These are two separate comets. They're a decent size. And guess what? I got a movie I made, and I did some editing to it to bring it out and show you what's up. And it is right here. Well, nope, those are Aurora pics that you guys sent me. Let me find the... Here it is. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but right here, this is a comet. That's a CME, okay? And again, we'll go more into it. I labeled it all here, and I may post this as a standalone video. It's about a minute long, so it might be a short later on tonight, okay? So, anyway. And guys, please do share this one out. This one is a really odd time. So, I want to make sure I get to people here. Not that they don't need to be here right now. I'm just saying I want to make sure they get the information and they know that I posted a video. Because I am posting more often now. So, anyway, we're going to get into this. And so let me run my little intro here and we will rock and roll, okay? All right, guys. Listen, again, I will be here tomorrow. I'm going to be putting the Christmas tree up with my family, so I'm not sure exactly what time I'll be here. But if anything big comes, I'll at least pop on and let you know, okay? Just so you guys know. I'm trying to get back to posting most every day. That might not be able to get accomplished that way every time, but, that's how it works. And I want to say thank you right now to all of you guys. I have one of the most loyal fan bases and subscriber base that any channel has ever had, I think. And I have to really kind of elevate others that has helped me get there. I'm going to start with my moderators. Every one of them. All you moderators, thank you so much. And my managing moderators, I talk to you guys daily, typically. And yeah, you guys make YouTubing okay to do. I'll just say that. You guys know how I feel about you, but I just want to give a little thanks there to you guys. So what I'm going to do here is, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. It just comes right back when I had to take a couple months off, pretty much. A couple videos here and there, but thank you guys so much. I don't want to like dwell on that right now. I'll talk more about that. And I am going to be doing a members only stream this weekend. That is a 100% going to happen. I don't care if I got to pull my own teeth out to get here. I'm going to do it. Anyway, this is from Christina, Washington State. This is Aurora Photography. This is, she caught this. This is Miss Dragon. And again, she's in Washington State. Let's see here. This is from the wonderful Ilea. This is 11/12/25. And guys, you guys could go to their channels and see these pics too. Okay? So thank you guys so much for sending these to me. If anybody else wants to send more, I will show them and give you credit for it. Okay? Anyway. And then here's Heather Joy. We all know Heather Joy. She's here most nights. Check that out. I mean, yeah. Okay. And here's Kimberly from Noblesville, Indiana. 11/12/25. Check it out. Now notice, guys, you're seeing a lot of reds and pinks, right? There's a reason for that. And we're going to get into that here in a minute. Okay. But I'm going to show you the little small video here that I did make. Okay. Of this comet. And I added the coronagraphs. This is all from the same satellite. Okay. And actually, I can do this. Let's see here. It says, where is stereo? Right here. Okay. So this is where the satellite's at. Okay. So the movie I'm getting ready to show you was filmed from this satellite right here. This position. Earth is here. Okay. So anyway, let me play this, and you're gonna. This is two different imaging, but it is of the same thing. So I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. There's a comet, and then here comes the second one in here. It's going to come up here. All right, and I think it runs through again here in a minute. This is only a minute-long video. And again, I was able to zoom in and get a little bit better picture for you guys. This is mainly why I did this. So you guys see what it did to the tail? It just blew it right off. And notice it came right back. I mean, that's typical. And there's the second one. Now you're going to see the typical coronagraph. Check this out. You get to see the energy just go across this thing. Look at this. I mean, this right here is amazing to me. I don't even know what to say sometimes when I see stuff like that. That is just so amazing to me. And you see what the CME lit it up, man. Now, I don't know if it actually creamed this thing or not. I can't tell you exactly how far away these comets are. Now, see, I reversed it. I kept it right here so you guys get a really good image of this thing. Because I want you guys to realize that this is not a typical, the flaring that we typically get off the sun, right? The solar, what do they call them things? The jets. The solar jets that we see in a straight line, right? This is not that. You can definitely tell that this is not that. So I want to make sure that you guys understand that this is different. And so you can see it. It doesn't even move. Okay? If it's one of those solar jets, it kind of waves back and forth, right? This is not doing that. That's rigid. Okay? This is a solar jet. You see what that was doing? See how it's kind of wavy? This thing ain't moving right here. And I'll show it to you again. Right there. Okay? The CME lights it up. You wouldn't see it that bright unless the CME happened. Now, I can't tell you if the CME was behind it, in front of it, or right on it. You just can't tell because I don't know the distance from the satellite to the comet. It's impossible to say. All right? I can tell you that the CME is on the sun. Okay? So I just want to make sure y'all know that. But yeah. Well, thank you, Timmy. I appreciate that, bud. I'll stop in there and say hi to you guys here in a minute. Hey, Wise Jen, Rob, good to see you guys. Okay, again, we're looking from this vantage point. I want you guys to understand that. It's very, very important. Everything that we do here is based off of your perspective. You know, I hate to say it, sound like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it is very important. Your perspective is everything when you're talking about space weather. It truly is. So, yeah. Now, let me go ahead and we will talk. Let's go ahead and talk about this Aurora real quick, okay? Now, the deep dark reds. There's a couple things here I'm going to say, right? They typically only happen during the stronger storms, right? And it was a strong storm right at first, and I have to say, as it faded off. It didn't really get all that crazy after that. But when you see a lot of reds, the most common color is green. Where was that at? That's what I want to know. Most of the pics that I was seeing was red and pinks. Okay, now the pinks is very indicative of how deep the plasma is penetrating our magnetic field, and how we know all it is giving us a gauge to go by on how deep it got in, past our atmosphere, right? And when you see the pinks, especially when the pinks are under the green, it got deep, okay? Now, this thing, you're probably not going to hear a whole lot of people tell you this. Right at the beginning of this storm, which is why I came on really, really quick, we had evidence right away that we were having issues already. And let me say what I'm talking about here. Adam and Dex was trying to go live, and they couldn't even do it. And it was at that exact moment of when that stuff was hitting. Okay? And then when it backed off a little bit, oh, there it come live. Right? I got lucky. I'm over here on the East Coast, and your position on the planet matters too. You would think that the most intense part is going to be the day side of the planet, right? That's not necessarily true. Not with Aurora, not with geomagnetic storming. Auroras are best seen and they're most intense from dusk till midnight. I don't know exactly the positioning, and it's more of a ring, right? It's a circle around there, and I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of detail there, but it's not like a laser beam, hitting us. It's not like that. It gets into our system differently, and it kind of spirals down, and there's a whole lot of things that happen. A lot of induction. I'm not going to get into that either. It's lots of stuff that happens that we could talk about at a later time, but I got to take those subjects like one at a time. If I don't, I won't be able to, really explain what I'm trying to get to you. All right. So, and I don't know how much enhancing, because these here, it probably was not this bright to the human eye. I will say that. Okay, your phone's going to pick it up way better. I get that. But at the same time, do you see green anywhere? That's my point. Okay, so we also have a phenomenon called Steve. And that's by heated ionization at the top, high up in our atmosphere. It gets hotter and that's what causes it. It's not a true aurora. Now, this here I believe is Aurora. But in reds and stuff like that, those are nitrogen molecules. The green colors that you see come from the oxygen molecules getting excited. And when they're returning back to their peaceful, calm state, that's when they produce the color. And that's the same with this stuff too. But when you see pinks, that pink is down below. It's deep in our atmosphere. That means the stuff is getting in, pretty hard and heavy right at that moment. Now, here's Kimberly's photo too. Now, again, you're not seeing any green. It's just, to me, I've seen a lot of this. Now, the one we got from Christina in Washington State, you can see a little green there. Okay? So that looks more normal to me right there, just this particular photograph. But everything else I was seeing was like red and pinks and all that stuff. So if you take this back, this is the, and I know this is the graph, I'm sorry. This is the only way to explain it. You can clearly see when each shock hit our planet just by looking at this graph. Remember what I said about the BZ? This thing was at, let's see how it got. I told you guys this before the this even happened. I tell you guys this all the time. If it gets to a -6, you know, we're going to take a hit. Now look right at the beginning. This is this red line. We need a -6 to really be in a magnetic orientation to draw it in. Right? You can think of it kind of like, I don't know, man, I don't know how to say this. Maybe kind of like, man, I guess like a police vest, right? If on a normal everyday thing, right? If we're in the positive, that's the cop that's got his police vest on. The bullet's going to hit and it's going to bounce off. Okay? The cop that doesn't wear his police vest is this negative number. Okay, I hope that helps you guys understand a little bit. I try to figure out an analogy that works, and it's kind of hard to do that. Or I guess you could use armor or something like that. Once somebody's wearing bulletproof vests or armor or whatever, and, you know, just back and forth. But when we're in the negative, the Earth isn't wearing anything. It's just letting everything in. So when we get down to a, well, how low did it get? I know it was like, that says 51, 46. I think it was like -70. Okay? That is a severely tilted magnetic field into the negative. When that is happening, we are just drawing it in. Now, you can see the hits right here. This was the biggest hit, the first one. Now, I have to point out, if you remember right, I told you guys the first CME wasn't even the strongest one. Because it wasn't. The third one was the strongest one, and the third one had the least amount of impact on our planet. You want to know why? Right here. We were in a positive orientation. It deflected it. The magnetic field did its job. That's why if the magnetic fields that hit us at that time were in the negative position, we would have hit a G5 over here. No doubt in my mind. That thing hit us. It hit us hard, but it was in a positive orientation. So, you know, we're talking about magnetics. So when you got magnets, they don't necessarily like to be next to each other. But when they're opposite polarities, they draw to each other. So that's what happens. The magnetic field that got here, we were here in the positive. So we just deflected it. That's what happened. Back here at the beginning, exact opposite. I mean, and I do have to say, listen, we were at G5 conditions twice for about 30 minutes. If this thing would have held on at this negative positioning for like another hour or two, I wholeheartedly believe you would have started seeing some grid issues. I ain't saying the whole grid would have went down. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying we would have seen electrical issues around our planet in some way, shape, or form, because we did anyway. It wasn't widespread. It was more localized, but it was there. Okay? There were things happening. A great example is what was happening with Adam and Dex trying to go live. I really do wholeheartedly think that was part of their problem, because it was at that exact time. And then after it died down a little bit, they went live. It let them go live. So, I mean, it's hard to kind of just throw that away, you know, and kind of ignore it, if you know what I mean. Now, again, guys, I don't want to sit here and just sit on this graph all day, okay? This is why I tell you guys that this BZ is in my opinion, the most important data factor in how we get hit. I've said this for a long time. What was different about this is we went into the negative very, very deep, okay? And at the same time, we were taking on wind density here at almost 100. That's extremely dense particles, okay? And the wind speed wasn't slow either. It was right at about 600 on the 700 right there. See that? Now, if you come over here, look. This got to 1,000 almost, guys. That's 2.5 million miles per hour, right? But if you follow it up, look. The BZ was closer to either neutral or positive, and we didn't get... This should have hit us harder. It would have if we were at a -6. This is why I say that this data point is the most important. So if you're going to look or understand any data point, please make this the one that you look at. Okay? Anyway, so I know it was kind of like, I kind of slowed that down a little bit. I hope you guys understood that. But yeah, positive shield up, negative shield down. Exactly. Awakening. Hey, good. Yeah, that works, man. For sure. Thank you for that. Well said. Hey, Tiger, what's up? New Zealand rocks, baby. Yeah, I can see that, Tiger, for sure. Because if you look, he's saying he had grid issues. We didn't come out of that geomagnetic storm until today. We were slowly waning off there. But, you know, and this was a big hit, okay? The first one was. It got us there in a hurry. And that's why we've seen Aurora in all 50 states. It made it down to the 13th parallel, guys, in El Salvador. I mean, come on. And we're talking about a G4 storm. Officially, it's a G4. Why are we seeing Aurora down that far during the G4? People got to start asking that question, and they better start taking it more serious, because it's not going to take as big of a hit as it used to, and I've been saying that for a long time. Not just me either. A lot of other people are too. I'm not saying to be fearful at all. Please don't. Just be aware. That's all I'm saying. We just got to, you know, adjust and prep up a little bit, and just, you know, this is, you know, while we're here, we're going to live it good, right? I mean, come on. If we can't live it good, what are we doing? That's all I'm saying. And when I say good, I mean just peaceful and loving everybody. That's what I mean. But anyway, this is the 14th. I'm going to show you the CME with that right there. Okay, that was with the X-Flare. Now, if I keep going forward, do you guys see this? This is the classic halo. So what this means is the bulk of this is going to would be our west, because it's opposite in space when you're looking at the sun. To the right is west. So I know it's kind of confusing, but that's just how they do it. So when these things erupt off, we've got a halo all the way around this thing. So it has an Earth-directed component of some sort. We wouldn't see this if that wasn't the case. So we're probably going to take a glancing blow from this. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. But yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, so you see that, and let's come here to the helio viewer again, and so let me show you this. Now this is where the X-Flare happened. It was over here. It's the same exact sunspot that was causing all the problems when it was over here. Again, if this was 2 days earlier, this could have. Did you see that filament release right there? So not only did we get a flare, we got a filament release with it. So I want to pause it. Let's see if I can't. I'm trying to just, it's not very impressive on this one this time, guys. As far as visually. I mean, it wasn't like we couldn't see it. You know, we definitely knew it was an X-Flare, but it was here. I don't want to waste your guys' time too much there, but you can see it. It's there. That's where it happened, and most of it went that direction because of its position. But we can also take a look at the 211 here. And this is Earth scale. Okay. Hold on a minute. Was this the one that... Are you kidding me? That's why we can't see it. It's skipping. It skipped right when that flare happened. Huh. Okay, that's why we can't see it there. It's not a big deal, but it did happen, so yeah. But we also got this coronal hole. So this coronal hole here is significant. We will connect to that, and it will increase our solar wind speed, probably density, and we could even get a geomagnetic storm just because of the coronal hole. That happens all the time, but with us just coming out of something, it could even affect us a little bit more because this is right behind everything else. We were connected to this thing yesterday or the day before. It just takes time for it to get here. So, and also this filament down here, it actually released off too, and it caused the canyon of fire event here on the sun. Basically, it just peels back. It's not really actually fire. You know, there's no oxygen out here. You need oxygen for fire. Okay. I'm not going to get into the technicalities of all that. It's more of a fusion process that's happening on the sun. But keep that in mind. These are words that they use because it helps us visualize them. It's like a cannibal CME. A cannibal CME, they don't eat each other. They don't combine. They almost look like they do, but the magnetic properties of the CMEs themselves prevent them from completely combining. That's why you get the buildup of density in between, and it will cause a third shock wave to hit in between it. You get the first CME, you get one in the middle, and then you get the second CME behind it that's moving faster. So you're getting basically 3 hits off of 2 CMEs when that happens. So yeah. You know, I don't typically address these things, but I'm going to say something here. I work hard, guys, when I'm doing my videos. I really do. I try to give you the best that I can, best that I know, and the best that my knowledge. I guess the word that was used here a little while ago, number one, I'm not waffling. I'll just tell you that. I don't even know who. I just read the comment. I don't want to know who actually said it. I didn't see the name. I tried to ignore that. But I do want to address the comment. And the reason why is almost everything I've been talking about right here tonight has been directly related to space weather. I'm not all over the board. I might stop and say hi once in a while, but that's what streamers do. And if that offends you, I'm not going to apologize for being who I am. I do try to keep the waffling down, and yes, at times I squirrel a lot. But I've gotten a lot better. I do work hard at this. Yeah. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And, and I'm not mad at anybody. Whoever said that, I'm not even going to go back and look in the comment section. I don't do that. I don't pick out people's names and all that stuff. Because I'm not that offended by it. I just want people to have an explanation when they see those kinds of comments. I'm not, I might have waffled for a couple 30 seconds or whatever, but anyway, so I'll just leave that at that. So just know that I try, and I'm not perfect, and I think that's kind of what makes me me. I could go back to doing edited videos, and if I did that, then I wouldn't have any conversation with you guys hardly at all. Because if you go watch my edited videos from when my channel was first here, they were about 15 minutes long, and it was pretty dry. It was just all space weather. Because I was able to edit out the other stuff. And believe me, that takes a lot of time. But, so, anyway, typically I don't address that, but, I'm just now getting back on the horse, and I just want everybody to know that I do work on that. I'm aware that I do that sometimes, And I don't take offense when somebody says, hey man, you're kind of going left here, and they let me know that, and it centers me back up. It really does. So, anyway, let's, I'm human, guys. I'm sorry, sometimes things bother me too. But I want to show you guys this again, because I think that this is one of those things that, well, I tell you what, let's bring this back. I want you guys to look at this. This comet actually comes off the screen here. This is the sun over here. I'm pretty sure this is Earth. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure that it is. But I do know the perspective is from stereo A. You're looking at the sun, so that's most likely Earth over there. But you got that, and you got this second comet that comes in here. And if you were to go, I might even do this tomorrow, show you stellarium. You can see where the comets are located in our inner solar system. And they got the names of them. I think one of these is Comet Lemon, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But you can definitely see when this happens that is, for the life of me, I don't know why other people aren't showing you this. This is real-time stuff. I mean, well, let's just do it. Let's go over here. Crap. Okay, I'm going to have to do it this way. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let's just do it this way. This is the tool. All this stuff is in my description box. So what we'll do is we'll go down here to... Well, it's actually showing up on HI1 now, too. I'll show it to you on this one. Only one of them show up there, though. So let's do it here. 2025, we're going to go... Let's just do it last couple dates. Well, we'll go 11/05 to present. And let's do that again. 11... to the 14th. Well, I guess, is it the 15th or it's the 15th now, but let's see. Okay, here we go. We'll let this thing do its thing. See it coming in? Look at that. Now, you guys see it kind of like, almost like a cricket jumping ahead, and then the back of it will catch up and it'll jump ahead again. What that is this is a difference image. And it's a ghosting phenomenon, part of the imager. All right, so it's nothing weird. It's just how the imaging picks it up. It's how the tool works. All right. So yeah, looks like Adam's getting ready to go live. I got to see a notification come through. I'm about done, guys. Just so you guys know, so you guys can hop over there whenever you want. You see how this boofs and it catches up? It's almost like a leapfrog or something. Let's just speed that up. Okay, I just think these comets are really cool because this is not a small one either. This ain't a pebble out there in space. This is a significant comet. Now, this is one that orbits our sun. Now, it may dive in and the sun may eat it. I don't know yet. We're just going to have to wait and see. But I wanted to make sure I showed you that. But we can see in real time. Now, we can come over here to HI2. I'm going to hit the same time frame here, and we'll take a look at it here again. There's the first one diving out. And you'll be able to see this one here. It's going to come over here, and it's going to start to slow down, and almost you'll see it kind of start to loop back. Because that's the positioning of the satellite. That's the angle of which it's seeing it right now. See how it's kind of slowing down, and the point of the tail is actually, and it's almost disappearing because it's getting far enough out of the image. And it will eventually disappear. But I just thought that was pretty cool. Hope you guys appreciate that. Okay. That. All right. Okay, so Ilea, thank you for that pick. Christina, Miss Dragon, thank you for that. Heather Joy, love you, sister. Kimberly, Noblesville, Indiana, love it. We've seen Aurora in all 50 states, guys. That doesn't happen very often. We've had Aurora like that 5 times this sun cycle, and it's crazy. We shouldn't be seeing that low that often. So, you know, I'll just say that. Now, if you guys are still here, if you guys want to hang around for a second, I got 5 memberships I'm going to give out right now, okay, guys? So, yeah. Anyway, so let's do this. Okay. Free milestone chest here. Membership gifting. Here we go. Oops. Let's Well, maybe I don't have 5 to give out right now. Huh. Don't look like I do. I thought I did, but anyway, if you guys want to become a member, please do. We do. That's a laid back thing. I have a Darth Vader bust I'm getting ready to put together, so I may just do that and talk to you guys and show you guys some funny videos and stuff. So thank you guys. Hey Dennis, good to see everybody. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Yeah. Hey, and again, I don't know who was. Let's see here. All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and cut it. It's getting kind of heated in the chat. I don't want people to get mad at each other. Okay, please. I love all you guys. I really do. And I appreciate you. Okay, I appreciate all of you. That's what I didn't want to happen, and I probably shouldn't even address the comment. So I apologize. I don't know who. Guys, you think I'm saying I don't read the names when I see stuff like that? I don't, because I don't want to have a negative feeling towards anybody, and I'm human just like everybody else. So I just kind of read the comment and I move on. So please, yeah, I love all you guys. I'm just gonna leave it at that, guys. And I do appreciate people that, you know, they're protecting me and stuff. I understand that, but I'm good, guys. Okay. I want you guys to be good. That's all. That's why I'm here, right? So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and end it there, guys. And thank you guys again for just being here always. And you guys are just awesome. So, everybody get over to Marfugal. Get over to Miss Dragon and Ilea's channel. And Trinity. Red Pill, Blue Pill. Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. Most of you guys know who they are. Please, guys, please go over there. Check out their channel. We got to support each other. It really is hard sometimes doing YouTube, because it's so up and down. And I know that there's, you know, Trinity. She's struggling with health stuff and everything. Mist is too, and she's getting better. Everybody's getting better and stuff. But please, guys, please. And it's just yeah. Exactly, guys. I mean, we love everybody, you know, and I think that's what's special about my chat, because we can have conversations, and you know, as upset as somebody might have been in there tonight, I didn't really read a whole lot of it, but it looked like it stayed at least respectful enough and no vulgarity got used. Go to another channel and find that. You know what I mean? This shows you that the character that you guys have. And I know that I kind of lead that because I don't let people talk bad about other people. You know, you talk bad about me all you want, but it's a testament to you guys. So thank you for being that way. It's okay. It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to say it, and you guys are, you know, you're following the rules when you're not disrespecting and using vulgarity. So I do appreciate that. It's okay to have a negative opinion of me sometimes, or even all the time if you want. That's okay. But I just wanted you guys to kind of, you know, I would be lying to you if I said it didn't bother me when my when my people are fighting with each other, because it does. It bothers me. I don't want you guys to do that, and I want you guys to enjoy it here. So anyway, guys, I love all you guys, and we're going to get to it. And please go over and check out Adam and Dex over here at Marfugal. If I can get one of my mods to drop a link over there. Well, hold on a minute. Okay, we're going to, that is a rookie mistake. Sorry about that. I'm going to drop this link. Are they even live? Did it just end or something? Here, well, I'm at least going to put it, that's their, that would be their chat. Let's go here. Here we go. Paste. And there you go. So go over there, guys. If you guys get over here to Marfugal News, yep, he's starting his show. And then when his show is done, you stay in the chat, and it ports you right over to the next show. Okay? So, love you guys. Get over there. I'll see you guys over there. God bless. Yahusha saves. And as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.